Hey guys, how you doing? It's English Dan back with another video. So what we got today is the new Microsoft wireless headset for the Xbox. This is the follow-up to the headset they did a few years ago. They did I think they called it the stereo headset for the original Xbox One. It was a wired headset. Well, this is their first headset in a while that they've made themselves that is official Microsoft, and it's now wireless, which is awesome. So let's take a look what you get in the box. When it comes to the unboxing, there's really not a lot to it, but I'll show you. So the top of the box just flips up like this, and the first thing you see straight away is your headphones. Headphones just sit in the box like this. Let's pull those out to one side. And then inside this packaging here, this top piece comes away. You get your USB-C charging cable to USB-A. Yes, they do charge via USB-C, which is nice. You then get your instruction manual and your product and regulatory guide. There we go. So, like I say, the unboxing for this is not spectacular at all. It's just a few pieces of paper and the headset itself. But it still looks well presented in the box. You know, it's not like one of these cheap Chinese headsets that you can get that come in the most cheap cardboard possible or anything like that. It's very well presented, opens up just like the Xbox Seris X box does. So I like the continuity, the way they've gone around doing things like that. So yeah, that was the unboxing. Let's talk about the headset itself. So the first thing I want to talk about here with the headset is the actual build quality, and it is actually pretty nice for the $99. When you compare it to the $99 Turtle Beach, these do actually feel far more premium than those. The Turtle Beach do feel like they're made out of a cheap plastic, where these don't. And it was the same on the stereo headset when they brought those out. They were particularly well made for the price as well. You do get the soft cups on there, and they are very soft. They do not rotate, so you can't lay them flat or anything like that. Inside it lets you know which ear goes on which, so obviously left, right. You do have a microphone. Microphone does not fold away and it does not disconnect. It is a bendable wire on there. And there is a light on the end to let you know that the actual headset is on. So you can press this button and that'll make the mic hot for when you want to play the games. You can press it again and it'll be always muted. I like that. I like to know when the microphone's on. Now, when it comes to the sides, it's very simple. I like this a lot. It's got very plain branding on there, Xbox on this one and nothing on this one. So what one of these does, this side does your, let me just try to see if I remember this rightly. I think the left does your volume up and down, and the right does your chat and game noise. So if you're talking to somebody on the headset and you want them to come through louder, this will lower the game noise but make the chat higher, if that makes sense, so you can hear the person you're speaking to a lot clearer. It's either the left or right. I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. If you guys don't know, I was in hospital over the weekend. I had an acute stroke, so I've got a bit of brain fog going on, but I'm still motoring through it, so let's not talk about that. We don't want to do bad news. So yeah, they're like the Microsoft Surface headphones, these dials on the side. They just simply turn. They're very easy to turn, and I like this. I like this a lot because it's far easier than having to find buttons to press. You just reach up, turn up and down, and it does the volume for either. Talking of buttons, there really isn't any other than, like I said, the microphone button here that powers the microphone on, and then the power button. This also works as the pair button and the Bluetooth button. It also has the Windows Connect. I think they call it Direct Connect. So this connects to your Xbox not via Bluetooth but via Direct Connect, like a lot of Windows products can use that. It'll also, when you power on the headset, let's see if you can hear it in the background. A noise there. It's going to probably power on my Xbox. If you heard that noise there, that was my Series X powering up. And if you press this button, you'll see there's the light I was telling you about for the microphone. So when it's off, the light isn't on. It also gives you an audio cue inside. Audio cue again, light on. That means the mic is hot, ready to go. And that's it. That's it for buttons. There is no other buttons on this thing. So, crazy? Yes. But do I like it? Yes, the reason I like it is because it's just so simple to use. There's nothing, it's not going out of its way to be anything that it doesn't need to be. It's being a pretty damn good headset for the Xbox. And it does also have Bluetooth 4.1, I believe, so you can use this with your cell phone, and you can connect this to your cell phone while it's connected to your Xbox, so you can take calls on this while gaming and hear notifications and everything. So again, another real nice thing. Plus, with it being Bluetooth, you can connect these to anything with Bluetooth, so I can connect them to my phone and use them as a headset for my phone, listening to music, which isn't bad either, but I'll get more on the sound quality shortly. So let's talk about comfort when it comes to these. Like I say, they don't swivel and they don't have a lot of movement with them, but they are very comfortable. They're not very heavy. The clamping force is enough, but it's not too much. I really do enjoy wearing them. The padding up the top here is plenty. I've used these now for a few hours in a straight run and it's been no problem, no fatigue. And I also don't find my ears get hot with these either, which is nice. I have found on some of the Turtle Beaches my ears do get a little bit hot sometimes. Not with these so far. So yeah, comfort wise I think they're great. Like I say, they're really well built. I don't think they're going to snap or anything. They do stretch out quite a lot as well. And when it comes to adjusting the ear cups for size, you do have to use both hands. It's not something you can just reach up with. I mean, you can do it here, but when they're on your head, you're going to need both hands to change these, which I like. That means they're sturdy. They're not going to, just flop around. When you put them on next time, they're going to be exactly how they fitted the time before. So I like that. I enjoy that. I think that's really good when it comes to the build quality on these. As I was saying before, there's no buttons and there's also very few ports. What you will notice, there is a USB-C charge port here on the right ear cup, but you will notice that there is also no 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can't wear these wired. These are totally wireless. I've not tried using a USB-C to USB dongle to connect to my phone to see if it's wired, but I don't believe it works that way. I believe it's purely wireless. Something I'll try out and maybe mention in another video at another time. But yeah, right now that is the only port on there, the USB-C. And it does do fast charging. I believe 15 minutes of charge gives you about 3 hours worth of play. But I'll get back onto that shortly. So correction to what I just said. It's actually 30 minutes charge and that'll give you 4 hours of play time. Or a full charge from zero will be fully charged within 3 hours. And that gives you, these have a battery life of like 15 hours, which for me is fine. When I take these off at night, I always plug them in anyway. So 15 hours, pretty good battery life, and the fact that they do 30 minutes to give you 4 hours is nice. So if they are dead, you know it's not going to take you long. If you're looking to do a few hours of your gaming session, well, 30 minutes, you're ready to go for 4 hours. You can also use them while they're charging, but obviously that means they'll charge much slower. So yeah, it's not like you can't use them if they are dead. You just have to sit there with the wire in and they will slowly charge while you're using them. Now these will connect to a PC as well. I've had them connected to my laptop. You do need the Microsoft wireless adapter. It doesn't come with these, so be sure you realize that before you run out and buy these for the PC. You do need to buy that Windows adapter as well, so they'll actually connect. But other than that, they will connect via Bluetooth and they do connect via Windows Direct Pairing, like I was saying before with the actual Xbox. But just be aware about that. You do need the wireless adapter to connect these up. Also at $99, you do get some pretty good customization features with these that you do within the Xbox. So when you do connect these up to the Xbox, you'll be able to see them in the accessories section, just like you can with the controllers or the Elite Series 2. And it does give you options in there. So you can, they have custom presets for EQ in there, so you can change them to the way you like them. Or they do have a single custom one where you can tune the sound to how you want it. Now, let's talk about the sound when it comes to that. These are low end forward, so they're a more bassier headphone when it comes out of the box. So just be aware of that. Now, they do have mids and lows, but they're not quite as high as what you would get with like the $150 pair Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 2. They don't sound quite as good as those. The Turtle Beach do sound better, but obviously they're also $50 more again, which is quite a lot considering these are only $99. But like I say, they are quite heavy on the bass. You can control that though through those custom EQs or the custom EQ itself if you decide to set one up of your own. So it's not much of an issue. When it comes to using these, you can hear footsteps around you and everything. I use these primarily for Warzone and Modern Warfare, occasional Cold War, and Dirt 5 at the moment. And don't get me wrong, tracks come through pumping great. The guns sound great when it comes to playing Call of Duty. Sound effects, even for voice calls, notifications, they sound fine. And they also sound good through my Bluetooth, to the point that I don't have to think about, if I want to listen to some music while I'm sat there and this is the only headset available, I'm not going to sit there and think, man, I wish I had my other headset. These actually sound really good when it comes to listening to the music, especially the type of music that's low-end heavy that I listen to. So overall sound quality on these is pretty damn good. Another feature when it comes to these, which I also was impressed with, is an auto mute feature. So what happens there is it'll mute noises in the background and it will step up how aggressively it is that aren't your voice. It tries to figure that out, and it does work quite well. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. I was quite shocked at how well it works, especially going through the Xbox when I've been playing with a few people. They've not heard any of the things around me. Now, my Turtle Beach headset that I had, or have, it picks up everything. Every single noise, everyone can hear everything about it. But not with this feature. I really, really do like the way that works. It's something that you don't know about when you're using it, but when people tell you, you think, damn, that's a great feature. And it really is a good feature. Obviously, it all depends on where you are as well. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're somewhere where it's loud and you're next to somebody else playing another TV or playing music in the background, or someone sat right next to you giggling and laughing, then you're not going to get that feature to work quite well. But if you're like a lot of people, like me, myself, I sit in a separate room. So there's a door in there, so when people are shouting behind me or anything, when they're not in the room, this doesn't pick that up. It does a really good job of staying silent. Very impressed. So overall, when it comes to this headset, how do I feel about it? I actually really like it. At $99, this is such good value. I think it has a better sound quality than the Arctic 7s, and I think it sounds better than the Razer Kyra Pro, if that's how you pronounce it, Kyra, whatever. But I do think it has a better sound quality than that. Sound quality isn't as good as the Gen 2 Stealth 700. They are just fantastic when it comes to sound quality, but they also seem to have connection issues. These do not. These are rock solid. You do get to hear everything around you. They do sound great if you're listening to music and things like that. They're just a really good overall headset, and they won't have you reaching for something else if, when it comes to, like, Microsoft have made this headset and Sony made the Pulse 3D headset. They're both the same price. I've had both. These absolutely knock the spots off the PlayStation Pulse headset. They really do. When you look at the build quality and the sound quality, these do really beat up on the Pulse 3D. The Pulse 3D are not a very good headset at all when you compare what you can get for $99. And these are definitely a step above. All right, they're only Bluetooth 4.2, but they're not made to be a Bluetooth headset that you're going to take out or walk around the house with. You're a gaming headset, and they're going to be primarily with your Xbox, not walking around, like I say, in the house, unless you are using them as your main headset, which isn't a problem because, again, these still do sound decent, and you're not going to be like, oh, I need to reach for my other headphones. You can use them for that. Would have been nice if they did include some type of dongle in here for other use, but they don't, and I suppose that keeps the price down to under $100. I really can't complain. 3.5mm headphone jack would have been nice. Is it an issue? No, like I say, it doesn't bother me that much. The lack of buttons, I actually like that. Some people might not like that. They might want to have more control over different Bluetooth devices, but like I say, you're going to use this primarily with your Xbox. So I can understand why they don't have any of these multifunction buttons or anything like that. And it's also not compatible with the PlayStation, obviously. So I have to say that because some people might think it is, and it's not. It's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, really nice design, really comfortable to use, feel very lightweight, does not hurt whatsoever. I don't get any fatigue, and really nice sound. And above all, at $99, these are great. They're the headphones to buy for me. Would I buy them over the Turtle Beach 700? Yes. Main reason, these do not have connections issues. The sound quality isn't as good as the 700, but the sound quality is still really good on these. So yeah, don't miss out on these. At 99 bucks, these are a bargain. Go get yourself a pair. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Laters.